Hello everyone. Today we are starting introduction to VPN IPSec. This video is for introduction purpose where we will discuss that what are the topics we will cover on the upcoming videos, and we'll see the what are the advantages and disadvantages of the IPSec and why we need IPSec, and what are the other options available for the corporates to avail this type of connectivity. So let's start with that IPsec. That true, yeah. So why we need a IPsec? So basically, the purpose of IPsec to provide the connectivity between two remote offices. So let's say you have a one office in India and one office in US. So you can build a tunnel between India and US so that you can access resources available in US in India or vice versa. So this type of connectivity we can achieve via the IPsec. So basically the IPsec provides the connectivity between two remote offices over the internet. So let's say you can see this image. We have that Alice and Bob. So take these two as your any office name. So in this office we will take the internet connections on the both sides, and this is the internet connections. And let's consider in this case, this is the private IP because I have created it to sake of lab purpose. And this is also a private IP ranges. So what we'll need to do, so both is having in the real environment, both will be as a public IP address. Both will be the public IP address and both will be connected to the internet. So what our the requirement is, we want to achieve the connectivity between these two offices over the internet. So the internet is already a less secure connectivity media as all over world is connected over the internet. So if we try to communicate directly, so with first thing it is not feasible, and second thing, communicating over the internet, it is not a secure method because the hackers and the malicious peoples and the worms and other things are running on the internet. So this is the like a dangerous or insecure methods to directly communicate directly over internet. So we will create a tunnel and that is called IPsec. We'll use the IPsec tunnel to connect two offices. So let's say this example, Alice and Bob will this is having the site A range, this 10.1.0/16, and this is the site B 10.2.0.0/16 range. So these are the private addresses. These are the private addresses. Site A address assigned to these hosts, and site B addresses is assigned to these hosts. So the host want to communicate each other, or the officers want to communicate each other. So using the IPsec, we can achieve this kind of connectivity where we can connect to remote offices. So let's move on. So what are other options available for remote connectivity? So a part of IPsec, there are other options are available to connect to your remote offices, to remote offices, branch office to the remote office, branch office to your head office. So we can take the MPLS connections from ISP. So if you want to connect your two offices, you can take the MPLS connection. It is the dedicated VPN solution where you will send your traffic over a private line. So MPLS is a private line. It is delivered on demand by any corporates. So if you want to build the private connectivity for two offices, so you can take the MPLS connections from the ISP, and second is the P2P connections. So this is also another way or method to deliver connecting two offices. And the third is the LAN extensions. I have also heard about it. So this is the another technology which is supported by ASP where you can extend your line to the another office. So for the LAN extension, let's say you have one office and you have another office. So you will take this line, and this from this user they can access this office as a gateway, and further they can reach internet or what. So this type of connectivity we can achieve through the LAN extension. So some of ISPs providing this type of connectivity also. So you have to just connect the here you can place the switches on the both side, and then this machine is able to ping this gateway that is behind this switch. So this is possible. So other mechanisms are the dark fiber. It is a very costly solutions. It is also available to connect your remote offices, but is a very costly solution. So and if you see that these all options are the costly solutions. So if you want to connect to that your two offices, so you can choose these options. These are the also VPN solutions, but these are the costly solution and will be delivered on demand by the organizations. So let's discuss about the advantages of the IPsec VPN. So first advantage is the security. Provides strong security features including encryption, authentication, and integrity, protected data from eavesdropping and tampering. So IPsec provides the strong encryptions, means that your end-to-end communication will be encrypted in the very strong mechanism. And second, that authentication to for the communication process or during the communication process, your all sessions and your building the IPsec tunnels, those will be authenticated. So integrity, they will check the integrity checks, and yes, also protecting data from eavesdropping and tampering. So what is sent? Let's say you have a two sites. You build the IPsec and site A is sending some data. So it is possible that in middle internet, someone can tamper it, change the real data to that other data. So once this received by the another device, VPN capable device, so they will check for the this tampering, this data is tampered or it is the original data that is sent by the peer. So this mechanism is available in the IPsec. Second is the interoperability. So widely supports the different vendors equipment, enabling diverse system to stabilize secure communication. Yes, so IPsec is supported by mostly all vendors, all vendors like popular and majorly they support the IPsec. Flexibility can be used to multiple configuration, include site to site and remote access to meet various interests. We can deliver the IPsec as a site to site configuration as the remote access also, both way we can use it as per the requirements, organizational requirements. So what are the other advantages of the IPsec? Transparent to end user. So for the end user, it is not visible to that they are accessing to other office data. It is transparent for the end users. And the cost, it is a cost effective solution. So all those MPLS, P2P and other solutions are costly solution, and this is a cost effective solution because we have only the internet connections, and in internet connection we are building these tunnels. So in the next slide we can see the disadvantages of the IPsec VPN. The complex configuration, IPsec comes with the complex configurations, and proper configuration required to deep understanding of network security. To configure the IPsec, we require the proper understanding that IPsec configurations and other things. So this is the one disadvantage, and second is the performance impact. Encryption and decryption process can introduce a latency and reduce the effective bandwidth impacting network. Yeah, because of the encryption and decryption, it uses the network device CPU memory process, plus it also introduces the bandwidth issues. So these are the two disadvantages. And next one is the NAT issues. IPsec can have issue with the NAT, which is commonly used in modern network, requiring additional configurations such as NAT-T. So some scenarios, in some cases, NAT is also we can consider as a disadvantage because it also required the NAT. Scalability concern. Managing a large number of VPN connections and ensuring consistency and policy enforcement across all nodes can be challenging. So let's say you have a thousands of VPN, hundred of VPN. So to managing those VPN connection, it might be a challenging task for the network security. So this was the today video's topic. So we will cover the all other topics like components of the IPSec. Further, we'll start with the configuration. We'll do the troubleshooting. Other things will be come on other video and on coming videos. So for this video,